But yeah, no, as I was about to say, in the country I live in, racial relations haven't ever really been an issue. As such, not because, you know, not because other people from other countries haven't come here to work or live or whatever. And sure, when they have, it's always been the same. Oh, they're coming here, taking the jobs, X, Y, Z, that kind of stuff, you know? Let's check this way first, it's for fun. But at the end of the day, with, you know, the exception of fringe groups, there's never really been any issues. But nowadays, because the world is so globalized and, you know, as a result the world is a lot smaller than it used to be, we can get information and stuff from, and memes and ideas and whatnot from the US, for example. And when I say, you know, no issues with racial relations and so on, I mean compared to the US, really. And now I'm doing it, now I'm using the US as the standard for whatever, but whatever. No, because the United States are really by all means, and this is something that struck me earlier today, are by all means driven by conflict. I mean, they became their own country through conflict. They went as far as they did with advancing technologies and so on because of conflict. And now the conflicts of, you know, allowing some people to be everywhere on the bus or allowing people to properly mingle, which has been going on for many years actually. Now that issue is sort of, maybe, by all means, I don't know, I'm a bit naive and out of the loop regarding it all. Should we brew some potions before entering the cave? I say we should, because it's going to be dark. Might also be able to level up. Maybe? Can we level up? No, we can't. We can brew. Can't we? We can brew the white gold. Or just straight up brew the cat. But we also need the white gold to make the better stuff. I say we make a cat. Meow. So meow and no. We'll make the white gold. And we'll make another white gold. A blizzard. We've got the blizzard. The swallow potion. Do we need more swallow potions? I've got 5. So let's make 1 and then we'll leave 1 white gold for a rainy day. Let's see. Should we make another cat? No. Oh no, we should not. I think 1 cat will last us long enough. So let's meditate for now. No. Now that issue is, you know, it's no longer edgy or mainstream to be fighting for that or whatever. It's neither edgy nor mainstream to be going, oh, you know, people should have equal rights for whatever reason. So now people are looking for more scapegoats, and what better group of people to, you know, align yourself against.
Is far from friendly.
Align yourself against than half of the Earth's population being, you know, the other biological sex of your own. Whether it's men hating women for whatever reasons. No, modernly dubbed incels, I think. Or just, you know, hating men for crimes they have allegedly committed. So it's really, you know, we live in the time of disdain. And sword and axe, fire and whatever, fire and brimstone. Which I find absolutely distasteful to, you know, hate on people irrationally or for crimes you think or would like to have believed that they have committed against you or prove you're with them. And now I'm getting political, and I haven't even had that much to drink yet. So, you know, we have to play a video game. The problem is this, a set video game is based on a, you know, series of stories. Let's try setting it on fire. Didn't do that much. They by all means have political elements and stuff like that. Not that Sapkowski ever wrote it. I think this and this is bad, more a case of treat each other fairly and wars are horrible, that kind of stuff. Which is stuff I personally agree with, or agree on. And if you don't think wars are awful, sure, be my guest and think that, but, oh my Christ. Have we made a mistake? Holy hell, that's a lot of them. I see that the cave's blocked off. Is that because we're entering during the day, not during the night? If so, it's an interesting mechanic, but... Come on. They are not friendly. I think we need some better equipment. We have more equipment to use, but let's not want some chicken. But now, I will of course speak my mind and all that regarding whatever just strikes my fancy, especially if it's relevant to video games. But it's just you can't look anywhere online without finding someone trying to make a call to arms, because someone maybe did something, and then of course they are the devil itself. Let's see. Did I brew a swallow version? Yeah, I did. Let's stack it in our big stack since we have the... let's see. I actually think we should drink our Negrito swallow. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And we got damage inflicted increased by 20%. Let's go. It's a fast power when you did it. I click too fast because I'm not used to farming. It's working. Problem just also is that there's so many of them and they attack from range. Come on girl, set it on fire. I think I have the attention of this one right now. Yes, I can see one of them, others of them spitting at us. Jesus Christ, that's annoying. With that set though, I enjoyed the combat. It's not the most engaging thing ever, but it gets the job done and it's decent. We should avoid getting spat to death. Mutton leg, sure. Swallow last. Last short amount of time on the dominant Negrito. That looks awful. Let's see, Equinops. Sated Equinops. That's probably more dangerous than the others. So we beat it up. Run away again. Eat some more food because we've taken a hefty amount of damage. So yeah, don't need endurance regen. It's really just, you know, one of the main themes in The Witcher is by all means discrimination and how it's awful. And I may just be way too much of a traditional heavy, but I believe that peace, love and understanding is possible to achieve. If people just, you know, stop blaming everyone else for their own errors, or stop looking for scapegoats and stop reading clearly, you know, angled version of history that just paints something as the enemy because it's a lot easier to understand it as a good guy and a bad guy. Whereas it's just all shades of grey. Some people, mainly very unintelligent people, won't be able to understand that. What? There's not someone who's just the bad guy? What? I don't understand that. And then, you know, they'll get confused and sad and angry because they don't understand it, and they'll then recognise that they don't understand it. He's a very Leviathan's companion. Talk to Mason again. The quest exactly says. We should talk to him again, okay. And we'll help him bury him. Yeah. Yay. But, just a quick save. Just in case. Just all the case. Let's not use a fireplace at the moment. It is just... people should think about stuff some more. To avoid certainly feeling irrationally angry over people just because they are what they are. Even though, of course, it stems from their own insecurities. Usually. I mean, oh, I can't get a job or whatever. Even though I've done all this and this and this. It's purely not a matter of circumstance, no. It's these gosh darn foreigners coming and taking my job. Or, case of why can't I do this thing? Oh, it's a conspiracy done by the Swedes or whatever. Or even worse, oh, I'm having a bad day today. It's because no woman wants to sleep with me, or it's because the man is keeping me down, or whatever. Because sometimes the man can be keeping you down, but that's mainly corporations and so on. The proper the man, and not just man, male, but... or the mailman, he may also be keeping you down, I don't know. And I think that's enough ranting and raving about this topic for now. Until I get prompted to it again by the game. Really, the game itself is one big prompt of it, because... I mean, the soundtrack isn't just amazing you in the background. It will remind you that, oh yeah, the world's... some would say the world's an awful place. I'd say there are some bad people around. Usually most people are pretty fucking great. And the world itself is amazing and wonderful. And you should just learn to accept that. Well, not learn to accept it, but a case of just let the world be the world and love it. Some elements may not be good, but then it's up to you to try to change it for your own local community and yourself, or you know, find a community in a corner of the world that fits you and your temperament. Life advice from some random guy playing a video game made by Poles in the 2007, or probably made before then, right? Let's see. So another thing I'm noticing nowadays, which is quite a stark contrast to the world of The Witcher, is that a lot of people are getting very afraid of confrontation to the point where they will freeze up if you as much as call them out on their shit, because so they don't want any trouble. Like a Jackie Chan movie without any kung fu. And it's just no matter if they, even if they are, you know, disapproving of whatever or disagree with something, they'll just make passive-aggressive remarks and, you know, by all means, be making a fool out of themselves instead of just going, hey, this thing here, can we talk about that? Or about it? To which most proper, mature adult persons would go, yeah, sure, let's talk about it. What's the matter? Instead, it's just, you know, more tribalism and so on. But enough's enough. Video games, the end. Transparent trees. Game. I'm enjoying it. Enjoy loving the game.
That's what I'll do.
A new evolved form of enjoying and loving. Enjoy loving. That's not the door we can use. This is the door we can use. Country Inn, saving. Great. Enter Olaf is out there. That's a new one. What's Leviathan? I see, just fucked off. That's Salt and Shiva.
I don't belong here.
Does Sean have anything to say?
Did you want to ask me something?
Where's Elden?
Where's Alvin?
Abigail, a local soothsayer, offered to care for him. I hope I did right in trusting the boy to her. She seems strange.
I'll look in on them.
Thanks, Geralt.
We'll speak later.
I think we sequence broke something here, but that's
I will
not
not
a
play
biggie.
dice. Sure, I'm broke. Another day. A fine opportunity to recover your
What the hell's Levaden? What about a cutscene? Do you have anything to say?
What brings you here?
Pardon. Let's ask about some
I
alchemy.
wanted to ask you about alchemy.
Finally, someone worth talking to. Here I thought the locals had no interests beyond their daily concerns.
I'm not exactly a local. And think about it. If the locals were all interested in alchemy, they wouldn't have much need for you.
Ha! Typically short-sighted. Witcher, alchemy is the mother of all sciences. And do you know why? For it allows us to understand the world. All that surrounds you is none other than the alchemy you strive so dutifully to deride. Alchemical processes transpire in your body at all times. They allow you to eat, breathe, and excrete. What's more, they are responsible for your thoughts and feelings. Alchemy is life.
We need to change the subject before the peasants decide to burn us at the stake.
One cannot shut the mouth of science. But fine. What do you wish to know?
Let's ask about the formulae.
I'm interested in formulae.
Ready-made formulae are rare and difficult to acquire, so I encourage you to experiment, modify recipes you already have. Most people underestimate the value of using the empirical method in science.
We know this too, so let's just say we've had enough.
I think I've heard enough.
But we've only just begun.
Farewell.
I can't find Levaden.
I will not play dice. Sure, I'm broke.
Let's see if Olaf knows anything.
What can I do for you?
No, he doesn't know anything.
It's time I was on my way.
Map. Outskirts, campfire, Cape Neathfall. Let's campfire down. Plug in here. If we were in Levaden, where'd we be? Actually, let's see. He's doing this to cheat. It's cheating when it's a built-in feature of the game, but I don't know. A bit less immersive than running around. But I suppose Levaden's just not hanging about, hanging around at this time of night. Or time of evening. Yeah, time of evening. The cutscene also reminded me of a conversation I had with someone recently about, the times where, I would in some ways say that even though we, all means have figured out a lot of stuff nowadays, through science and all that, but more and more people are willfully ignorant or unwillfully ignorant, tying a bit together with what I said earlier. But the person I was speaking to, she said that disagreed and felt that nowadays we were actually very enlightened folk, and we knew a lot of things nowadays and weren't all ignoramuses. But that's so I've had to think about that, and I think that's why my revised statement came before that. People aren't necessarily ignorant because lack of information. There's an abundance of information, and people are therefore able to get stuff that only aligns with their own worldview. And that's how you end up getting people burned at the stakes, everyone. Monkey. Is he still following us, or is he just monkeying around? No, let's check on Abigail. Maybe she knows where Levaden is. Oh! No. Do not mimic the monkey sound, that can lead to despair. Oh, the door closed behind us. That's a neat detail. That's Elvin! Let's ask Abigail first.
What do you want?
Your hat has stopped flickering about.
See you later.
Yours too, Gerald. Alvin!
That's a great sword.
Thanks. The doll... That's probably important later. Crowler. See, if we were Leviathan, what would we be? Let's go for quests. We've got the Leviathan stuff. We've got the Drowners. Let's see. If we... It still says it's safe because the sun's not completely down yet. Let's go chat with Abigail and get a free rest in her house.
What do you want?
Your hair. The same thing. Oh. Just remembered. Redhead. Again, some things missing. Just a minor thing. But we'll return to that later. Meditate until midnight. That seems... No, maybe not midnight, just 2 hours. That should do it. Can we brew? We can brew some... Wait, what would we... We'd brew some white gold by using the white gold. I think not. It's like an awful idea. We can't level up, can we? No. How close are we to leveling up? Pretty close. Meditate for 2 hours. Sit in the room and do nothing. Oh, it's pouring down outside. That's always comfy. Celandine with the green. Ooh. Angry woofer. That's no chance against our involved combo. Remains. Yay. Skillable items available. Ooh. Because we know about them. We know about the bar guests. This is the fastest way? It is. Grand. But yeah, despite being in a time of great enlightenment and knowledge, there's a lot of hate going about. Both, you know, it's from the real world and the Witcher world. Though of course we are more advanced in the real world than the Witcher world. But they also have more advancements than we have because magic. But it is still taking place in the 1200s, so it's funny how we, as you know, as a species, we humans, by all means, are, you know, we're tribal creatures and therefore tribal animals, really, and therefore we will group together against others we deem wrong or, you know, not part of the consensus. That's the main plot point in most stories, really. It's... What? Okay. Usually it's a matter of, oh, someone's a bit weird. No one really understands, but then it turns out, oh, he was actually pretty nice and pretty cool. That's the modern way, at least. Or it's not modern anymore, I don't think. It's modern in the 80s and 90s, early 2000s maybe. Whereas now it's a matter of, well, let's take kids' cartoons or kids' television as an example of the morals and the current kids are getting. They've been taught that, yeah, great to be popular, but then the other popular kids who don't like the popular kids, and it's just, you know, a hodgepodge. Not that I watch children's cartoons at all, but you know, sometimes you'll catch some stuff in your peripheral eye. Christ.